Well, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and type in a comment if you want some more.
Leaning to the right and then I clap back that. Record that and post it with a hashtag. Thousands of views, you swear my video and mad ads. Nope, one of the chosen few to create a rad fad. You see me? I just post ART, whether it be DANCE. Positive message on IG, my cool drawing on TikTok, on my
Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and for showing my last video so much support. Let's go straight into it. Since this one's going to be a doozy, it's either going to be received very well, very poor. I don't think there's going to be any much in between. But no stopping now. Here we go. I'm going to be reading my notes from off of my phone. So, you saw the name of the video. I don't think cancel culture should exist. I said it. Now you may say, yo, Miles, you sound mad silly right now. You're saying that we should just sit back and let bad people do bad things and we just do nothing about it? And to that I would say, relax, because I didn't say nothing of the sort, alright? Hear me out. I'm saying that cancel culture shouldn't be the answer to people's wrongdoings. I mean, we're growing up the next generation in an environment where no one is allowed to ever have a mistake. Which is literally so impossible to do since every one of us makes a mistake every second of every day. And we just sit around and point fingers at whose crimes are worse than another. But ultimately, the point remains that cancel culture isn't the only way to deal with it. And I'll explain why. It just doesn't last long. Cancel culture has the longevity and attention grasp of your everyday social media meme post. It's there and highlighted for the world to see, and then as time goes on, it just kind of dies down, fades until the point where hardly anyone talks about it. And if they do, it's more of a, oh yeah, I forgot, or, well, that was so long ago. Why are you still bringing that up? And ultimately, it's just as meaningless as your high school gossip. And that's really the best case scenario. Because the next point I'm talking about is what's more regular to happen. Point 2. You are in control of whether you get canceled or not. I know. Crazy, right? But it's true. You see it all the time. Someone gets canceled and then they put out some piece of art or hop on the next trend, put out some music, and they're right back where they started. Or pretty darn close. Take 6ix9ine and Eminem. Two of the most controversial and albeit successful artists. And hold on. I am not putting any of them on any kind of caliber or level, so I'm not, okay, relax, don't hate on me in my comments. But I'm sure everyone remembers when 6ix9ine was about to get arrested, or he got arrested, and everyone was saying, after this man gets out of jail, he's finished, no one's going to be hyping him up anymore, not after he sold out his gang. But look what happened. Man got out of jail, he put out a music video, and I'm pretty sure he broke records on IG Live for everybody's expectations being so high. And I don't even need to say Eminem, people have been trying to cancel this man for years, decades even. So if it ain't working then it certainly ain't working now. But what I'm trying to say is distractions need your attention to grow. Depending on how you react, it'll die down faster than the latest TikTok craze. Still find it hard to believe? Let me give you an example. Let's say it's your first day of high school. You get yelled at by the teacher. In front of the whole class. You don't even know what you're doing, but you're embarrassed. So embarrassed that you even wet yourself. in front of the whole class. Everyone's watching, and you get known as a crybaby and a pants wetter for the whole year. But let's take that same kid, prom night. You pull up, fancy limousine, best dressed, finest, in the expensive, like, finest expensive attire. You're the best dancer and have everyone hyping you up, camera phones, posting you on social media, and you get invited out to some after parties, and you just have yourself a wonderful night. What do you think people are going to remember at the end of the year? Now, yeah, there will be some that remembers you as that guy, but ultimately, there's a pretty good chance that you'll be remembered for what you do that night, especially since you got all the evidence on social media you being this cool dude. Now again, this isn't to say look past everyone's wrongdoings, but I was watching an interview with Lecrae, and he brought up an excellent way or an excellent take on the issue, how to deal with it. He brought up an accountability culture. That even sounds better. And through an accountability culture, we can make others aware of those wrongdoings of people and use it as a tool to instruct and inspire others to do better. But this way of cancel culture is set up to say if you did something or said something insensitive or out of line decades and decades ago, that you'll be held accountable for it as if you were the same person you were back then. And I don't think that's fair. Because me doing something like, I don't know, stealing years ago isn't the same person I am today. Or you, well, you get the point. And it's so illogical to shut down people like that when if the tables were reversed, it would be completely unjustified. I bet you'd feel. But literally everyone has made mistakes and sin. There's not a person who hasn't made mistakes, no one without their fair share of faults, and no one who will go through the rest of their lives perfectly. I'm just as imperfect as you or the next guy. We should all be cancelled by God, but we weren't. We were given another chance. He sent his son down for us, and he died for our sins. So I believe that we should take a page out of his book. See what I did there? I know. And we should hold everyone accountable in a way that makes everyone better. We should be forgiving. We should be understanding. After all, we can't change our situation, but we can be changed in our situation. And that is the end of my lecture. That's my TED Talk, everyone. So, if you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to comment under the video. Tell me what you thought and your opinions on the matter. And be sure to subscribe and share. Please share. So we can spread the message. So we can make the world better. So we can, spread some smiles. But if you do want more, and you haven't already, why don't you check out the videos that I already have on my channel, and have yourself a really nice day.
No, really, I'll make a milli, then Billy, then Trilly. This beat is from Maddie, got me going silly like Uzi from Philly. Gonna make a jam for my city, the nation, the planet. Never take the logo for granted. He planted, I'm shining like granite. You slanted, man. Stop.